Let me mute.
Okay. Okay, hello everybody. I'm really very excited to be here today, and I've been invited by Jana, your team leader, to speak to your team about using Young Living products for pregnancy. So I am specifically going to focus on the first 3 trimester because or else we can go on forever. So my own special topic that I really like to talk about is getting pregnant naturally or preparing your body naturally for pregnancy. I don't have any experience with IVF. I know a few of my team members are experimenting the oils for IVF. So today specifically, I am going to focus on the first 3 trimester, as well as any question that you may have. So to make it more interactive, if you are pregnant right now, or so today is not for those who are planning to get pregnant, but if you have friends around you, loved ones, family members who are pregnant, and you want to know what are some of the things that you take note of, just let me know right in the chat so that we can also address your question accordingly. Okay, so let's get started. So I am actually very excited that Jana invited me over. So I think one of the good things in Young Living is that we are one big family and we really support each other in terms of our own growth and our own learning journey. So today she has invited me, and I said, okay, sure, because this is something I really like to talk about, and I don't know whether my team is bored of me talking about this all the time. And why do I say that? Because so I am a ICF professional certified coach since 2014. Yeah. So currently I'm a mother of 2. I'm also pregnant. So these 2 are my eldest. This is an older photo. So one is 5 and one is 3. I have one that's coming in October likely. Okay, and I've been using Young Living products since 2010. So 2010, this one born 2016, right? So you can understand how long I've been using the products. I'm going to give you guys a bit of my story in a while, but I just want to show you, this is what we used to do, right? Pre-COVID days. Then I go around talking to people. This was during the seedling launch. I don't know whether Jana was there. Were you there? 2018 seedling launch, right? And then
I believe I was.
Yeah, so these are like revolution events. So I speak at revolution events, talk to people about emotional health. I also focus a lot on women, fertility, general women health, and also pregnancy health. Okay, so back to a bit of my story. In 2014, I got married in 2014, and before that, I can't remember. I think it's 2013, end of 2013, I went for a pre-fertility checkup. Okay, so I'm a person who like a bit intentional because of my age and things like that. I didn't want to like, or try. I want to like get married, get pregnant, you know, the flow of the sequence of event. Okay, this is me, okay? So I went for a pre-conception fertility check because I have some health condition previously. I had been on long-term medication for my ENT issues since I was 4 years old. So meaning I've been using all the medication for eating, for spraying, everything lah. Okay, and generally most of them were steroids, especially the sprays. So I always felt that I was somebody who's very weak. So I thought I should go for a conception kind of fertility checkup screening, so that at least I know what are the things to look out for. I went for TCM as well as ONG go and see ONG doctor. And one of the things that was that kept coming up from both the Western and the TCM side, right, was that they tell me that your womb is very weak. And ONG side was saying that you have to go and try to get pregnant for a year. That means you must actively every month try actively for a year. If you don't conceive, then you come back to do further intervention. But as of now, the diagnosis I had was there were multiple cysts detected in my womb, and that if I ever get pregnant, it will be very challenging to hold the pregnancy. So that was what was consistent from the Western and Chinese TCM doctors. So I remember I was very down. I mean, now I still can, sometimes I can feel it. I was very devastated because I'm thinking like, why? Because I also think that for women, all women have the right to give birth. And that's something I really believe in. Okay. Another thing to note is that I don't like children, but I believe that women.
You're so funny.
Yeah, I don't like children. Yeah, I am like, oh, I like children. Okay, they are nice, but I'm not very into children. Yeah, I know it's funny. But
Thank you for being so frank with us.
Yeah, so if you think that I have three children and I like children and I'll go, oh, at your child, I won't. So, but I remember I was very devastated and I'm like, why cannot get pregnant? So when nowadays, even when people come to me and say, this is what the doctors say, I always believe that we can be healthy. As long as our body is healthy, we can get pregnant and give birth to healthy babies. Okay. So that is really my belief. And I also remembered I was at the taxi stand of SGH. I'm telling you guys all these things for a reason. And I remember I calling my fiance at that point in time to say this is what was told to me. And I mean, I need to prep him in case, because he really likes children. I'm not the one, he likes children. So I was prepping him, this is what they say. And then I told him, since Western and Chinese side, I mean, I will still pursue whatever is necessary, but since I'm almost given a death sentence, but I trust that I've been using the oils have helped me so much so far. I am going to go 100% to use the oils to support my health and my body. Okay, so there's this streak of stubbornness. That's why, I guess that's why I got pregnant 3 times. It's like, you tell me cannot get pregnant, right? I get pregnant 3 times, okay? So honestly, if your body is healthy, if you have been on medication for the longest time, you really need a lot of time and a lot of hard work to be able to have a healthy body to conceive. Yeah. So today, I'm also not going to go into like the different types of birth and like you need to be 100% natural and things like that. That's not my intention here. My intention here is to share with you guys what are some of the Young Living products that I would strongly recommend for you guys to use if you want a healthy, natural pregnancy. Okay, so that's where I'm going with. So let's start with the first trimester. So first trimester, those of you who have kids before or pregnant before or currently pregnant, what are your issues with first trimester? Anyone?
Who's pregnant here? I know for sure Liana. Anyone else? Do you want to share your challenges in first try?
Yeah. Nausea, dizziness. Yeah, that's very common. Yep, no appetite.
Oh, Jasmine is. Hi, Jasmine.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so for the first trimester, right? So for first trimester, the thing about first trimester is that you will have all this nausea, lack of appetite, It varies from people to people. If you are completely new to Young Living products, the first trimester, if I suggest if you are recommending products to people, first trimester, don't recommend much oils because most people are quite adverse to oils. I'm going to share with you my 3 different pregnancy, right? Every pregnancy is different, that's for sure, right? So the first one, I had to use a lot of peppermint to control my nausea feeling. So I use a lot of peppermint. Then for my second one, it was more of aroma ease. Aroma ease, yeah. Aroma ease. So that was what helped me. But those of you who are a bit more seasoned and you have a bit more of oils collection at home, go and explore and try what is that oil that will calm your nausea down. Okay, and where do you apply? Because peppermint aroma ease is a bit spicy kind of oil. You apply higher up your chest. Okay, you apply higher at your chest, and how much you have to adjust accordingly. Some people, I always tell them to start diffusing first, because diffusing, it is the safest and it is the mildest. If not enough, then you increase to 10 drops, 12 drops. Because I know everybody here is at different stages of their oiling journey. Yeah. So even for me, when I was oiling, I started using the oils when I was pregnant in 2015. I got pregnant in 2015 or 2016. Let me see. I think end 2015. I mean, if you count back. Yeah, I was already oiling for 5 years. Okay, so I had complete trust in the oils. But if you're a bit more wary, if you're a bit new, like you've only been using 3-4 months and you got pregnant and you're still a bit new and a bit cautious, it's okay. Just go and diffuse it. I have also members who completely cannot smell any oils at all. Wow. For the first trimester. Yeah, they cannot smell any oils. Anything they use, they will want to puke. They go to the doctor and the doctor give them those anti-puke
nausea, right?
Yeah, whatever medicine they give also don't work kind. So that's why I think for first trimester, go slow on your body, because your body is going through a lot of changes. I always thought that the second or third pregnancy will be easier because the body knows what to do. It doesn't know what to do. Okay, it will still go a bit haywire. So really be gentle with yourself. So that is the first tip I have. So using nausea.
Want to ask, you know, nowadays the Aroma Ease, it comes in the nose ring, right? Yeah, what do you think of that? Have you tried it? Would it be good, do you think?
Okay, again, it depends on individual. Even for me right now, right, after I'm a bit more stabilized, the nose ring is too strong for me. For me lah, but some of my members really like it, so I needed to air it and make it less potent. Okay. Yeah, but awesome. For me it didn't quite work out. But for those who have motion sickness, okay, this is not non-pregnancy related, motion sickness, a lot of them find that it's really very good.
Yeah, it's been helping my husband a lot.
Yeah, but I think for first trimester, especially for women, your nose is like on heightened alert. So heightened alert. Yeah, like it's like I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nothing to do with our COVID. Yeah, but it's really really very sensitive. Yeah. So if it's something, so I remember second pregnancy, I used peppermint. I was like, it doesn't work anymore, and I was so frustrated. Then the third pregnancy, I wasn't nauseated. Third pregnancy, I was coughing nonstop. Yeah, I was coughing and wanting to cough and then lead to puke. And then because of the current situation right now, of this whole pandemic, right, I of course got very worried, like why I keep coughing and I feel like coughing my lungs out. Yeah, so 3 different pregnancy, 3 different experiences. I mean, Jana can also testify to that. I know those of you who are 3, 4, 5 kids. Yeah, you guys know that
pregnancies are not the same.
Yeah, they are not the same. So that's why one of the reasons why we have so many oils in our Young Living catalog. I know a lot of newbies are frustrated. Like, can you just give me one solution? I mean, cannot lah, because every one of us are designed differently. We respond differently at different point in time. Okay.
And medicine, it's not medicine, right? Medicine, you can generalize.
Yeah, so there are some oils that I find, let me see. There are some oils that I find that was really useful for me when during my first trimester. So the first oil, the first baby was peppermint, second baby was Aroma Ease, third one surprisingly was Peace and Calming for me.
Wow.
So I used a lot of this Peace and Calming roll-on. Yeah, to help me support my respiratory, breathing and things like that, and to calm me down. Yeah, so if you guys are also in the first trimester, especially if you have older kids and things like that, there are a lot of emotional stuff that will come up for you. Go and look for oils that will calm you down. Okay, go and look for oils that will calm you down. Okay, and another oil that I will really strongly recommend during the first trimester, at least until week 14. Okay, it's Progestin Phyto Plus, PPP in short. The Progestin Phyto Plus serum. This oil is very good, not just for preconception, but you also can use it to tide you through until your like week 14. You know, usually week 14 to week 16 is a time where they say the pregnancy is a bit more stable. Yeah, so this is the oil that I will use. Interestingly, for this pregnancy, I used to use it, I used to apply at my crotch area. Okay, crotch area, you all know where's your crotch, right? It's the triangular area. Just before your P area, there's this triangle area where it's a bit more hairy. Okay, that is the crotch area. I mean, this is as best as I can go to describe. So it is the crotch area, going to apply there. If that place when you apply is you find that it's a bit too overwhelming for you, like for me, this pregnancy was a bit too overwhelming for me. I applied on my inner ankle. Okay, that means your leg like that, right? Inner means the inside. That means these two legs, they face inside, is the inner ankle. You can apply there, or you can apply at the back of your knee. So it's like slightly away from your body, but it still is good enough to get absorbed into your body. Yeah, so I use that a lot in my first pregnancy because of, you know, what the doctor tell me about, you know, losing the baby. Yeah, so I use that quite a bit. And so that one PPP I really strongly recommend, preconception all the way to, if you can, do until minimum week 14. If you can, if it doesn't make you uncomfortable, you can go all the way to week 16. I have a testimonial to share about this. I have a member who had 4 miscarriages. So of course, when you have history of miscarriages, doctors will always give you the progesterone jab. Okay, progesterone jab. If you have history of this, right, and you want to support your health more naturally, the moment you found out that you're pregnant, already start applying PPP. How much to apply is like minimum 5 times a day, and each time is like 3 to 5 drops. That kind of amount, because what happened was that I have my member, I think it was her 4th or 5th pregnancy, I can't really remember. And then she was also, I mean, I told her to apply PPP because she has a history of miscarriages. So she started applying. After a while, she said, hey, I got a bit of headache. And then I said, then never mind, you reduce, because I told her 5 times a day, 3 to 5 drops each time. I say, why not you just reduce to 3 times a day, 2 to 3 drops each time. And then when she went to the doctor, and she realized that, hey, this is the first pregnancy that she didn't need to use the jab, because the doctor tested her hormonal level. So she firmly believed that, yeah, PPP really helped her. Yeah,
that's such an awesome testimonial, man.
Yeah, she really found that, PPP really helped her. So the thing is that the body is very smart. So she found that, I apply so much already, I feel a bit nauseated, a bit more dizzy, but when I reduced, it was okay. So I say, okay lah, good lah, but we didn't know why until she went to check, because the doctor, of course, based on her history, said that, I need to jab you lah. Then check her blood, no need to jab because you have enough. So she really find that, it was really supporting her. So she, for this pregnancy, her son is born 1 year plus already. 1 year, 18 months, I think. 18 months already. So she was very happy that she didn't need to go for the jab, and that her body was strong enough to support the pregnancy until the first trimester was over. Okay, so that's one thing I really want to teach you guys about PPP. Anything else I missed out for the first trimester?
Ningxia, Charlene.
Ningxia. Some people ask whether can take Ningxia or not. If you have been taking it regularly, just take. Okay. Ningxia, it will come out from preconception, pregnancy, postpartum, until you die.
Everything.
Until your last breath. To me, okay.
Be smart, mamas.
To me, Ningxia is very important. But I remember first for my this pregnancy, first trimester, I couldn't really stomach much things. So if you can't, then don't do it. Don't force it. One thing good about our Young Living products is that you are in control. Remember, just now I explained to you, I say you all put a lot of PPP, right? 3 to 5 drops 5 times a day. But if it's too much, reduce. So you are in control. That's the beauty of this whole Young Living journey, that you are fully in control. not somebody telling you to just take and then you just, just follow.
You got to listen to your body lah.
Correct. Right? Yeah, correct. So Ningxia is very important, and why I say it's very important is number one, I have a lot of testimony about Ningxia during pregnancy.
Share.
First trimester, so it's all trimester. Ningxia is all trimester until your last breath.
All your life.
Until your last breath. Yeah. Okay, it's Ningxia Red. How much to drink is really up to you. I will share different stories. Okay, first, Ningxia Red. This pregnancy, first trimester, I couldn't really stomach it. So I take like 330 ml, like mixed with water, diluted.
Okay.
Yeah, because I wasn't also, okay, another thing is if most of you, I mean, no, not say most of you, but if you are not eating during pregnancy, right, then they say, nutrients are this and that. Just drink Ningxia Red and drink diluted. So at least you have nutrients going into your body. So that's very important. If you are not, you can't eat, you can't stomach and you are puking, right? A lot of people puke and they don't eat. Yeah, so I'm also like that. I have my second pregnancy, I puke until week 16. So I will just drink, like titrate. Let me drink sip by sip of the Ningxia Red. So let's say I have a cup of water. I put about 30 ml of Ningxia Red and fill it with water.
I love your cup.
You don't have this? This is the slip cup. Don't. Yeah. So anyway, so then you just keep sipping. Yeah, if you cannot get out of bed, just get a water bottle and put it inside and just keep sipping, because you need to stay hydrated. And if you can't eat, you still need nutrients. Yeah, so you drink nutrient, you drink Ningxia Red. Yeah, you need water for your amniotic fluid as well. So a lot of people have low amniotic fluid. The doctor also asks you to drink water, ask you to bed rest, ask you to take coconut water, drink electrolytes, So that's very important for nutrients. Okay, so we have that. And then first trimester, I don't know, I know a lot of people take supplements from doctor, but because I've been using Young Living products since 2010, right? My doctor has been very nice and supportive. He will say, oh, you need to take this, then say I have my own. Is it okay if I take my own? Because I am, in the health, like in the supplement business. Okay, I mean, I don't tell my doctor so much because how to explain? For me, is since the first pregnancy until now, I've been taking fully Young Living supplements. So of course, different doctors have different things based on your health needs, right? They will tell you to take different things, but there are some standard ones that I can suggest to you guys. So what you can do is that if already you're on ER, right? So since you're on ER, then might as well buy your own supplements, right? You also can, have your 100 PV. You can get your free gift at 190. Or
you definitely settle more than 100 PV, right?
Yeah, 250, 400. Okay, so yeah, you can, just replace that. Replace your own supplement. So the first one in the first trimester, this is only out. Super B was out only, was it, I think this year.
The last few months. I think.
I can't remember because I only took this, I bought this in Singapore for my third pregnancy. Second pregnancy, I got it from the States. First pregnancy, I didn't take. Yeah. But anyway, why Super B is because, first trimester, they always ask you to take folic acid, right?
Yeah.
This one has folic acid.
But a better one, right?
So in simple way to explain is that Young Living supplements, the bioavailability, which is the absorption rate into your body, is much higher. So I also have, this is more anecdotal than something than it's scientific, is that if you take Young Living supplement during pregnancy, at least, and you compare to another mom who take all the doctor medication supplements, right? You tend to put on less weight, because when you...
That's awesome, man.
Really, because I don't know, I find that when I compare with some of my members, Because a lot of supplement out there in the market, of course, they're cheaper, right? You go Guardian, Unity, Watson, whatever, like Shopee.
They have fillers.
Right. They have a lot of fillers. Yeah, they have a lot of fillers, and there are a lot of things that are correct, sugar or things that don't get absorbed into your body. So if you, I mean, we're not talking about nutrition tonight, but if you attend all the YL hardcore product training classes, they will tell you that actually why Young Living put ingredient A with ingredient B, ingredient C is because the body can absorb better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's as simple as, let's say, sulfurzyme. I mean, I'm digressing a bit. Sulfurzyme actually in a lot of market, a lot of brands, it's called MSM, right? But Gary, our founder, found that when he added wolfberry powder inside, the body absorbed it much better than what you get in the market. So, of course, in the market, you can get a lot of MSM products and supplements, but Young Living is very particular about what goes into it so that it gets absorbed easier. Okay, so Super B, I strongly encourage you guys to take it. Master Formula also is a vegetarian vegan product, right? So I guess Muslim can take it as well. Master Formula is also good to take during the first trimester as well. But if you are taking Master Formula, then you don't take Super B. Because Master Formula is like a multivitamins, ma. Yeah, so what I do is I rotate. Maybe 3 days, like this week I take Master Formula, next week I take Super B. I like to give my body a variety. So then sometimes, because Super B, I think maybe one of the month got free promo, then I just take and eat. Yeah, so I take Master Formula as well. You all are familiar with Master Formula, right? Yeah, so if you take Master Formula...
that's Master Formula. It looks different when you're showing that up. I'm like, that doesn't look like Master Formula.
This is Master Formula. Okay, a pack of 4. So you can take this during your pregnancy as well, because why I say don't take Super B and Master Formula together, because this one already has a where is it? There's a micronized nutrient capsule that has already the organic blend of B vitamin. I don't know which one. I think it's this one. I think it's the liquid one. Okay, I think this is the liquid one that has the vitamin B. Yeah, vitamin B already. Yeah. No, it's this one. It's this one. The veggie caps. This one. The powder one. The 2 powder one already have vitamin B inside. So how you know you got vitamin B inside is when you pee. After you take Super B or my Master Formula, your pee will be very, 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 very yellow.
Hang on, Sharon, there's a question. Consume 1 packet a day for pregnant women?
Only one packet a day, and take it before noon.
Before noon, okay.
Yeah, because Super B and Master Formula, take it before noon because the B complex is to give you energy. Yeah, so you don't take it at night or like after lunch. I find that after lunch sometimes, how to say, like too much energy. Yeah, so I'll take it first thing in the morning. Okay. Okay, then the other thing is, I don't have my product here with me. Heartburn. Do you all get heartburn, gastric reflux? This is quite common.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. All my
so even you're not pregnant, you also kena based on the food that you eat. Okay, Singapore just launched new product. What is it? Alkaline sachet.
I love it.
Love it. Okay, you don't need to keep in the fridge. You don't need to throw against the wall. I know Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, our weather is so humid, right? It's so irritating because we have to dig it out. Yeah, because of the humidity, we have to go and dig it out like stone like that. Okay. Yeah, so irritating. Like I feel like I throw against the wall, I step on it, it still won't come out. So now we have the sachet formula. Singapore, Malaysia, I'm not sure. I think Indonesia don't have, but Singapore and Malaysia have the sachet. So take that. Also, 1 packet is 5 grams, which is like 1 teaspoon. But like if you are like me right now, I can't take too much salt because it makes me very uncomfortable, but it calms my body down enough. I take half a packet each time. So I share with my husband. I take half packet, he take half packet. Yeah. So if you have somebody at home to share with you, that would be great as well. If you can't take the full thing. If you can take the full thing, just go ahead. Okay. So alkaline, very important in your first trimester. And also like in your third trimester or any time when your gastric situation comes up. Okay, so that is I think more or less I covered what needs to be covered for the first trimester. Okay, so supplements I covered already. Okay, back to Ningxia rate. Okay, Ningxia rate, right? Why you need to take throughout the pregnancy if you can. For pregnant women, my suggestion is 120 to 180 ml a day, if you can. Okay, if you can, because we need a lot of blood. We need red blood cells. We need high blood count. So Ningxia rate is very good for that. I give you my own testimonial. In my first, so I'm anemic since young. It's a family thing. My doctor was actually very concerned and wanted to put me on iron supplement for my first trimester. So I said, actually, you just give me 1 week lah. If after 1 week I need to take iron supplement, then you give me lah. But since I'm coming back to you next week to take the blood test, so let me go and just, because like I didn't want, number one is for me is a more personal endeavor. That means I want to reduce taking over-the-counter supplement. Secondly is I wanted to see whether Ningxia rate worked. So I was given about 1 week plus before my next checkup, the blood test, to up my iron level. So I took 180 to 240 worth of Ningxia rate during that 1.5 weeks. And then when I did the blood test, it came back okay. Not great, but enough within that low range. Because it's historical. I mean, it's genetics. I can't really do much about it. So that one was really something that I was like, wow, really, really helped me. And this pregnancy, I lazy, forget, many kids, I never take enough Ningxia rate. My blood, my iron, hemoglobin, everything all jump, boom. So my doctor was saying that, oh, you need to take iron supplement. I said, oh, okay, sure. Then I never take, but he's going to, I say, actually, you need to take my blood test and see whether it improves. So he says the next visit, he will take my blood test. So this week, I'm very good girl lah. I've been drinking my Ningxia rate a lot. Okay, so if you have blood issues, Ningxia rate really, really helps in your blood. And another thing is, if you take Ningxia rate throughout your pregnancy, your baby will be, this is anecdotal again, your baby has higher immunity. A lot of people use Young Living after the baby is born, and then they say, hey, why I use Young Living, you also use Young Living, why my baby still keep getting sick? Of course, because my baby got head start in the womb. That's the difference, okay? Ningxia rate really helps to improve immunity. I have moms who, very cute one, during pregnancy, they on ER Ningxia rate. After that, they drop off. Then next pregnancy, they come back again just to buy Ningxia rate. Because they really see a difference. Yeah, they say, hey, yeah, my kids still get sick, but not as often as the classmate. Yeah, and then I only apply a few oils. You know, some people are not really very
oily.
Yeah, not very good oilers. They like a la carte kind. They happy, they oil, you know, that kind of thing. So we have these people in our team as well. But I have people who really pregnant come and buy Ningxia rate. Yeah. So really, because they see a difference, they do see a difference. There are some people who take essence of chicken, essence of fish during pregnancy, right? The whole pregnancy period. So I suggest for people to take Ningxia rate for immunity, for your kids' immunity. You don't see it now, you will see in the long run after your kid is born.
It's an investment lah, right?
Yeah, and it's not expensive, really. If you go and check whatever's out in the market, it's really not expensive. Go and do your market research. Yeah, if you can find a comparable product, okay, go for it. But I've done my research. It's really not expensive. Okay, I'm really at first trimester. My goodness, we are at 9:40. 40 minutes already, still at first trimester. Okay, second trimester, usually it is the honeymoon period. Everything is supposed to be nice and good. It wasn't for me this time. My last pregnancy, yes. My second baby was. This one, very jialat. I don't know whether I don't know why lah. Maybe every pregnancy is different, right? So I need to rest a lot, sleep a lot, and just very tired, and body start to have a lot of cramps. as in terms of muscle tension and things like that. For me, and also because of the situation right now, I do rain drop. Okay, I do rain drop my feet. I layer all the oils on my feet. Again, this is up to individual, whether you are comfortable or not, because some people find, night oil is very scary, But for the sake of my health, my immunity, because I still go out, I still take public transport. I don't drive around, I don't grab around. I still go to the malls. I mean, I reduce, right? But can't be helped lah. Like if I need to go for checkups and things like that. Yeah, so I definitely will always apply the rain drop on my feet every time I step out of the house and I come back. Yeah, especially I've been to crowded areas. I mean, sometimes I forget, but like, let's say I go for a checkup and I took the train and it's freaking crowded. I have to come back and oil myself. I will oil myself like Thieves, Emu Power before I step out of the house. But I come back, I definitely, before I sleep, I will layer all the oils on the bottom of my feet. I think it's something all of us can do. Yeah. So even if you're not pregnant, this is something you should, and I mean, I encourage you guys to do as well.
Especially if you've been to crowded areas, right?
Yeah,
or and then public area.
Yeah, I mean, if like not many people, it's fine now. Yeah. So crowded and confined areas. Yeah. So whether you are vaccinated or not vaccinated, that's not the question, but we have to protect ourselves, because at the end of the day, it's your immunity that will help you tide through any form of health crisis. That's my firm belief lah. Okay, so I definitely will rain drop all night oils on my bottom of my feet. On lazy days, tiring days, I use Emu Power. I don't just use teas all the way. Your body cannot just take 1 or 2 oils only. It has to have a variety of oils. So I use Thieves, Emu Power, Purification, and Oregano. When I don't do all 9 oils, I will pick and choose. Okay, so these are things to give you all an idea of what to do. Yeah, I didn't do it in the first trimester also because I was just feeling very tired and weak. Yeah, but second trimester, a bit more mobile and things like that, then I'm a bit more diligent now. Yeah, but Nisha rate is throughout all the time. Okay, so that is for health and immunity, which is very important because during our pregnancy, we tend to, we tend to be a bit more vulnerable. Okay, then what else do I want to talk to you guys about? Second trimester, any question?
I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any on the chat yet.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, these are all suggestions. Don't, if you are taking notes, you all don't go like, oh my gosh, I need to do so many things. These are just suggestions for you, and also coming from somebody who has been oiling for 11 plus years and 3 pregnancies. Okay. Okay. We talk about supplements. We talk about what else? Second trim. Okay, basically, whatever your doctor asks you to take during that time, then you just replace with Young Living lah. Like for example, second trim, my doctor asked me to start taking calcium pills. I take Mega Cal. Okay. Yeah. Mega Cal, I think is powder form, also suitable for those with diet restrictions. Those without diet restriction can take the one in capsule as well, Super Cal or Super Cal Plus. Okay, those without dietary restriction, you can take that. Those with dietary restriction, you got Mega Cal as an option. Mega Cal tastes very nice, okay, with the lemon.
Really?
Huh, you never take?
I haven't take.
Hey, okay, Liana, why you never tell her to take? I see Liana keep taking, that's why I also go and take, okay?
I should now.
Okay, somebody asks, do you dilute teas, oregano, or any hot oils? Okay, because I've been oiling for so long and I only oil on the bottom of my feet. So I literally, if this is my feet, I drop and I rub. My feet, that is not my hand. That means my feet, I just drop and I don't want to touch. I don't want to, because I still need to deal with young kids at home. So I don't want to touch the hot oils. I just drop on the feet and then I rub my feet together. So I rub my feet together. Yeah. If you want to dilute, you can go and dilute. It's okay. No, not an issue. But I am a very lazy mom. Yeah. I only dilute for my baby between 0 to 3 months. After that, I give up because every day must DIY. I'm very tired. Okay. And now Singapore, we have the KidSense options.
Yeah.
That one, ask Jana to invite me another time. I teach you all after that. Lazy mom, quick, fast, effective results. Okay, so after a while, I got baby to demo some more. Okay, sulfazyme. Ningxia and sulfazyme, if you can, this is your staple. I cannot stress enough. This one is very good for cellular detox and also for your body to absorb nutrients better. I was told that if you take sulfazyme, some babies have more hair, but my husband's genes are freaking strong in the hair department. So my kids are all botak, okay? Second one has a bit more hair than the first. I tell you, very upset. Until now, they are like, yeah, the hair grow very slow because I have a lot of hair. So I'm very upset. Okay, but anyway, Singapore, yeah, his genes are bad. I already give up. So second, this one is, you can start in the second trimester. Okay, start in the second trimester. Singapore, right, is very conservative in their label. Singapore and Malaysia, I don't know why they changed the label. It didn't used to be this label. Basically, you can take 6 capsules a day minimum. I find that minimum 6 capsules a day is the minimum. They do say what, take 1 hour before after meal. You know, this mom here, no time. Okay, got eat, can ready. Okay, got eat, can ready. Can? So don't be so anal about it. Got eat, can ready. Your body will know what to do. Okay, so this is Ningxia sulfazyme. If you forget everything today, just take Ningxia sulfazyme until you deliver, until you give birth. Okay, and okay. I got last supplement in the 3rd trimester. That one very important. But for now, okay, the belly. Okay, the belly, if you can, either or lah, up to you. Where is it? Yeah, either or. This is, they recently changed the packaging, the tender touche. Okay, last time it used to be Kid Sense tender touche. Now they moved down to seedlings range, but doesn't matter, it's the same thing. Or the Kid Sense lotion. So what I do is I have this in my toilet. Then after shower, then I just put and then rub on the belly. You see my belly?
So cute lah, your belly.
Small. Okay, just rub on the belly. Okay, so I explain to you all why I use this. So of course it doesn't, you know, a lot of people use all the stretch mark cream, oil, but just use this, it's very good because whatever you absorb into, whatever you apply onto your belly, it gets into your baby. Okay, it gets into your baby. So for me is that all these are non-toxic. If you Google online, there are a lot of products that are actually a lot of ingredients. So if you are lazy to read ingredients, just use Young Living, all clean. Okay, if you don't want to confirm. Yeah, confirm clean. Okay, so because we have very hardcore members who will go and investigate every single ingredients, and if there are really something that is off, they will make a big hoo-ha on Facebook groups. Okay, you can ask Jana, especially the American ones. Yeah, so this one has different texture. So this is lotion. You all know, right? Have you all used this before? Adults also can use, no?
Yeah, it's my husband's favorite, that one.
Yeah, this one is lotion. It's a bit thicker, but this one is oil. So it can be very irritating for a lot of people because you see it drips out like that. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's oily. Okay, it's oily. What's the difference is, number one, I mean, both will give you nice skin and all, but this one has more essential oils included inside. The tender touche.
Oh, really?
Of course.
Awesome.
Yeah, this one is more of the base oil. This is lotion. The Kid Sense lotion.
The zebra.
Yeah, the zebra one is more of the base oil like grapeseed, shea butter, coconut, wheat,
the
mango. Yeah, all the fatty oils that moisturizes your skin, and the EO that's inside is just like coriander. What else? Bergamot. I think 3 or 4 only, but this one, because it's oil based, right? You get all the goodness. The base oil is coconut and olive, and then sweet almond. Then after that, you get sandalwood, you get lavender, Roman chamomile, lavender, frankincense, ylang, geranium, which is also very good for your skin anyway. So I rotate lah. Okay, I rotate. Currently, I like to use this. Previously, before there was Tender Tush in Young Living, I think, yeah, Young Living Singapore, specifically Singapore, I was using this and I was adding frankincense. Okay. If you find that, like, for example, for me, I find that this baby is very active, then I'm very scared this baby give me endless sleepless night after the baby is born. And also this pregnancy, I was very emotionally up and down. So I use a lot of calming oils. So some of the calming oils that you can apply. So if you are not comfortable with mixing essential oil into your base, lotion or Tender Tush, you can just use oil. For example, let's say Peace and Calming, right? Okay, this is my breast. Then this is my belly, right? I don't know, it's a bit hard to see. Okay, here.
Can see.
Okay, here, this line between the breast and the belly here, you can just apply oils here. Okay, just apply oils here. So that, you know, some people are a bit anal, say, I don't want to put anything on my belly. That's fine, just put here. Okay, hang on.
And it will get to where it needs to be, okay, guys. You okay?
Okay, wait, no, because just now my phone, there's some alarm that rang. Okay, so you can apply at that area just below your boobs area. Okay, if you want to apply certain oils. So like for me, this pregnancy, because of all my emotional up and downs, I use Peace and Calming. I use Seedlings Calm. I use frankincense. So I put it in my toilet. Then sometimes I feel like, wow, I just shouted at my my older two. Then I'm like, then I feel very bad to my baby. Then I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Then I take Peace and Calming. Then I roll. So sorry. Like that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, like you. Yeah. Or I'm sorry that I lost my temper. Then, you know, like baby in your tummy, they also don't know what. They don't know you lose temper at them, or they lose temper at the abang adik or what lah, right? They don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, they just say, wow, why got such angry environment? Yeah, I feel very bad lah. I really tell you, this pregnancy, I really feel very bad. Second one, I still had I had a very good helper who was handling my elders. Yeah, so this one I'm juggling everything on my own, so I feel very bad. Yeah. Okay.
You're doing well. You're doing very well.
No,
you're such an awesome mama.
Yeah, I know I'm losing it.
It's okay.
Losing it and holding it together. Losing it and holding it on together. Okay. Then the other thing is, if you are, I know there are some guys here lah, but since we're talking about pregnancy things, this one is, what is this? Diaper cream. You can start using the diaper rash cream already. Okay, if you are getting itchy vagina and things like that, yeah, this one, they say diaper, right? Diaper is for what? When they wear diaper, they are itchy, they are red. You use for your baby, right? But we also can start using. So if
I never thought of that, man.
Of course, very good. So these three are in my toilet. These three are in my toilet. Yeah, I see when I see my mood lah. But if let's say like there are certain discharge or like your bottom is a bit itchy, then you use the diaper rash cream. Just put a thin layer. And it's very, very good. Okay, it's really very good. I have seen it with my second baby. They launched it in Singapore, and for whatever reason, my second baby was suddenly very red. And it was like, I don't know, like 18 months? Randomly, you know, at 18 months, she was still diapering, she was still in diapers lah. Time very red. Then we use this and it was, you can see results very fast. So you don't get your nonsense like
nonsense.
It's really a not nonsense. Like if you go and study what's in your Desitin, you must always understand that over the counter they are created, of course, for a reason. If you can use the Young Living one first, Young Living not strong enough, you need a bit more medicated version. Then you go for the pharmacies kind. Then of course pharmacies don't work. Then you go for the doctor's kind. Because the Desitin, for example, they have different strength and power because of the different medication they put inside. So this one got no medicine. It's just, yeah lor. pure oils.
I think the thing is, if you start at the start of it, you start using lah, right? So it doesn't go, it doesn't go like all over the place, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so that is diaper cream for mommy when you're pregnant. Okay, then let's move on to what? First trimester I say already. Second trimester more or less said. Whatever your doctor asks you to take as supplement, you just replace the Young Living accordingly. Okay, third trimester. Come, let's do third trimester. Third trimester, you have to take this. I better take now. Today I haven't taken it.
Cannot see. Show again. What is it?
Can you take?
Omega Giant.
No, can, right?
Yeah, can.
Fish gelatin.
Yeah, it's fish gelatin. Brain food, ma.
Trimester, you must take. I tell you, because first trimester, I call my first baby, Ningxia Red baby. So immunity very good, very strong. This one, third trimester, I started taking. I tell you, the brain very good. Yeah. Mutated brain.
Food.
Yeah.
Mutated brain.
Yeah. Okay, I take 6 a day. I'm not sure how much they ask her to take. Or they ask her to take 4 a day, 2 in the morning, 2 at night. I take 3 in the morning, 3 at night. Yeah, I take 6 because I feel pregnancy, you need more lah. Okay, so I take 6 a day. Very important. Okay, very important. You want your kid to be smart? Okay, got problem. Okay, they smart, they argue with you. They argue with you at a very early age until you cannot argue back. Because why? We never take Omega Giants when our mother was pregnant with us. And then when did we start taking Omega Giants? Only recently, right? After you joined Young Living, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Somehow you pregnant, right? Lagi pregnancy brain. Yeah, lagi pregnancy brain. So I tell you all first, got consequence. If you take third trimester, you take Omega Giants, got consequence. Okay. Your baby will be smart, but I tell you, you will vomit blood because too smart for you to handle. Okay. Also can. Okay. So just to warn you first, I got warning. I always tell my members. Okay, I got warning. Okay. Then Omega Giants, I talked about it already. Then any question in the chat so far?
There's one. Can consume Liana answered already. Okay, can consume Omega Giants throughout pregnancy instead of just third try, and Liana said, me taking throughout, good for heart health.
Yeah, so can but for me is I am that kind. Also, number one, I forget to take. Number two, sometimes I find it very overwhelming. So for me, I mean, if you are one of those who take throughout, that's fine. But if you are that kind who want to pace yourself, I'm telling you, Omega Giants third try must take. Okay, because that's when the brain start to get developed before they enter our world. Okay, so you can take throughout. Of course, you can take throughout everything. The other thing I've been taking on off because of pregnancy. Before that, I've been taking it every day is Bloom Collagen. But because of pregnancy and also the supplements I've been taking, and Bloom Collagen is pretty high in copper and what is the other one? Zinc. I think copper and zinc. Yeah. So I now reduced to 1 week 3 times. Yeah, so because I don't want to have too much in my body as well. So that one is more for me because I've already been taking Bloom Collagen from the start. If you have not been taking Bloom Collagen from the start, it's really up to you because our collagen is actually quite potent. Yeah, so that is, I don't know, I think this baby is getting all of Young Living products, including a new launch. So I'll let you know whether the skin, all this very good or not. My husband has a history of eczema. That's why I am also very hardcore fan of sulfazyme since the firstborn. Okay, so I really wanted to avoid, like actually a lot of babies have a lot of skin issue like cradle cap, they have eczema, then you also don't know what, saliva also become eczema. Everything's eczema right now for a lot of babies if you see it on Facebook or your friends. So I really take sulfazyme. Right now, my Bloom Collagen is 2 to 3 times a day. Okay. Okay. And another one is, so many things to tell you. Okay. Slick shake. If you are hungry, if you want a snack, then instead of eating your curry puff, eating your, I don't know, chee chong fan, we eat bao. All these things are very typical Singapore snack time, tea time stuff, right? Or your carrot cake, those that you buy at Old Chang Kee, basically, because that's me. Whatever I tell you is whatever nonsense I've been eating. I, at least for the, from the second trimester, at least as much as I can control, I will take Slick Shake to supplement. Okay, I'll take Slick Shake to supplement, because Slick Shake, if you look at the ingredients, is actually a mild version of like master formula. It has a lot of minerals and vitamins inside. So you also replenish whatever your body needs at that point in time. Okay, so Slick Shake, I think is really good. If it's too not sweet for you, I know some people don't like it because the taste tastes not great. You can mix Ningxia Red in. Just mix a bit of Ningxia Red in. You also mix.
Add fruits also can.
Add fruits. Add honey. If you can't take honey like me right now, then go and buy agave. AGAVE is a sweetener that doesn't spike your sugar level. Okay. I'm not going to cover this today, but those of you who have gestational diabetes, I will have another. I'll probably share on my Instagram because right now I've been diagnosed with gestational diabetes. I've been playing with our supplements and oils. It's been giving me very good results.
Really? Okay, you share me later.
Okay. So right now, third trimester.
There's a question. Hang on. There's a question. Any advice for round ligament pain, like after walking too long and swollen feet?
As in swollen feet?
And round ligament pain.
What ligament pain? Round
ligament pain after walking too long.
Circle round.
Let me ask. Who is asking? Who's asking? Can you please unmute and ask?
Yeah, what is a round?
Just me. Yeah, just me. Hello. Can you unmute and ask?
Like I don't know, it's like right side below my tummy. Yeah, not very sure how to.
Is it your first child or second child or third child?
Our third has second pregnancy because my first was stillbirth. Okay. Yeah.
So your third pregnancy lah.
Second.
So your ligament pain, is it?
Yeah, something like, I don't know if I walk too long, then it's like, I don't know, that area is considered pelvic pain. I don't know, I'm not very sure lah. It's like somewhere below the tummy.
I understand. Okay, yeah. So what you need to do is, you got deep relief?
Huh?
You got deep relief?
No.
Deep relief is quite good because it has also been diluted. You apply at your inner thigh. That means, okay, I'm going to stand up and be very unglam about it. Only for your oil mates. Okay, here. Okay, here. Okay, very unglam. Okay, but do it in the toilet and in your private area.
Okay.
Apply it there. Don't apply too near to your crotch. And I'm also a firm believer of prenatal massage, because as your belly grows, I don't get it so much this time, but in my second pregnancy, the baby was a bit big, and the baby kept pressing on my nerves. So all the oils that I use can only relieve it temporarily because my nerves are all screwed up. So, I mean, depending on whether you are comfortable again, right? Everybody has different comfort level based on their pregnancy and their body. Okay, so if you are okay, then I suggest you guys go for prenatal massages and then get the person to just ease certain nerve that's been tangled up together. Okay, so that one I really strongly recommend. But if it's like temporary relief, I find that deep relief has been really good. Our roller blends are diluted already with coconut oil. So that's why I feel that it's okay to use during pregnancy. If you are a bit more anal, then you can dilute further.
Or you use Cool Azul as well?
You can use Cool Azul gel. Get the Cool Azul gel. Also apply at the inner thigh area, because It's a bit too spicy. I don't dare to put too near the crotch. So that's why I put at the upper thigh, upper inner thigh. Okay.
I would suggest also, sorry. I would suggest if it gets too much, Jasmine, to massage is usually a very what do you call it, short term relief. Okay, so it might be a good idea to see a chiropractor so he can adjust a little bit. Okay, chiro would be amazing for that lah. Okay.
Yeah, so try.
But at the meantime, use your oil.
Yeah, try. I mean, because even chiro is like sometimes you feel like, wow, I need to go and see a chiro. One session is like $100, then a bit expensive. Then if you
it really work though.
Yeah, it does lah. It does. So get a chiro that sees pregnant ladies also. Not all chiro are able to work with pregnant ladies. So for me, I go for prenatal massages. So far, it has helped me. I've not gone to chiro yet, but I know some people go for chiro for more jialat cases lah, for a bit more serious cases. Yeah. Then okay, so we have that. Then the other one is a lot of people, the other question for third trimester is when we are planning for our birth already. So if you are in your first birth, some people, I don't know whether you guys, those who are pregnant before or what, do you all have episiotomy?
Not fond of that. You all know or not what episiotomy means?
Do you all have?
You want to explain to them?
Okay, so those of you, I mean, at least for first birth, some of you may need to have episiotomy because your body cannot stretch. So that was for my case. I remember I was having a discussion with my doctor because all the Angmo Western literature say, oh, natural tearing versus episiotomy, But
Go on.
But my case was that the doctor was telling me that we won't do it unless it's necessary. But based on his experience, most Asian women need episiotomy because our skin doesn't loosen up as much.
Okay, I have to dispel that because that is so not true. Okay, you do not need an episiotomy. We do not need an episiotomy, even though we are Asian. And even they say, oh, because Caucasian, they have like bigger vagina lah, this lah. There's no such thing. It's not true at all. It's just that they did not give us enough time to stretch down there. So when you are already 10 cm, then they come and then go, whoa, like deep breath and then start pushing and all that. So it's the pushing stage that is actually the most, sorry, I started already. So when I started, I cannot stop. It's just that I am I've seen it many times happen lah. Doctors just are not patient enough, and then they will blame it's the woman's fault. But it's actually, no, it's not your fault, okay? It's not our body. There's nothing wrong with our body for years and years and years. They've given birth with the episiotomy, and then suddenly you want to do intervention. No, okay, no. But, sorry. No, I started already. Sorry, go on, Shirley. I better shut up now.
Okay, but doesn't matter. So for me, I am perfectly happy with episiotomy based on my first birth. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy and I'm fine, and I embrace it totally for my case, because my second one was natural tear and it's, oh my God, it's horrible for me. Yeah, so I mean, that's for me lah. So but depending on your belief system and what you want, whether you tear or you episiotomy, doesn't matter. There's injury below. Okay, that's all I want to focus on. There's injury below.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, there's injury below. I have two. First one, I had episiotomy. Second one was tearing because the doctor came a bit later and my baby was ready to blast her way through already. So didn't have time for episiotomy, but I was tearing so badly that he was taking such a long time to sew me up. Okay, versus the firstborn. Okay. So what I want to say is that for episiotomy, I mean, of course, if you're a first child, you will want to do your perineal massage and things like that. I mean, that one you can go and read up about it. I mean, I just do it, but I didn't find that it was benefiting me because my muscle was just too tight. Then, but what I want to say is whether you tear or you episiotomy or whatever it is, right? Of course, if it's nice, smooth sailing birth without any tear, without any stitches, that's great for you. But if you are like me who have to go through the sewing twice and likely the third time. The doctors, after you give birth, they'll give you some spray, I think some alcohol spray to help you recover, disinfect that area and things like that. This is what my member taught me since my first pregnancy is do not use the spray because it stings and it's very uncomfortable and da. Okay, so if you all got money, you go and buy Clariderm from the States. If you got money, because this is freaking expensive. Even I find it very expensive, but it's good. Okay, it's very expensive, but it's good. Why it's expensive? Because you listen to the ingredient inside, it has myrrh, lavender, frankincense, helichrysum, and Roman chamomile. These are all freaking expensive oil. If you don't have, then I suggest you do your own version. Okay, just go and get V6 and then add in, equal drops of each of the oils are like myrrh, lavender, tea tree. I think most of us have, and frankincense and helichrysum. If you don't have all these oils, use your ER points and go and redeem them. It's worth it. You don't want to spend money, right? Because a lot of times we are very tight on money. Use your ER points and redeem all these oils, and these oils can be redeemed. Yeah, go and do your own, get a spray bottle, and because your base oil is V6, you don't need glass bottle. It can be plastic. Okay, if you are lazy and don't mind spending a bit more, and then also plus get from the States, this is a very good thing to use. I use this, and I don't even need the whole bottle. I use this for about a week, then I'm okay already. Yeah, then like after a week or two, you go back to your doctor to check on your stitches and things like that, right? It's completely fine. Okay, that is for natural birth. If C-section, my suggestion for you, because C-section, I think about 1 week plus to 2 weeks, right? They will bandage up the
area,
the wound. Yeah, you can still apply oils. Okay. Yeah, get your Kid Sense lotion, or again, remember we use this during our pregnancy, right? You still definitely will have leftover tender tush. You apply around the area, and I would suggest you add in helichrysum and or frankincense. You do that for all form of surgery. Okay, so you do that for all forms of surgery. C-section is also a form of surgery. You just apply around that. For natural birth, because below a bit hard to apply, so we spray. Okay, but for C-section, you can see your wound, you know where your bandages are, you can apply around it. Keep it clean, then apply around it. So what you do is you can take your seedlings wipes. After you give birth or during you give birth, right? Don't be so hard on yourself. I know the seedling wipe is a bit more expensive than what you get in the market, right? But treat yourself a bit nicer. Yeah, treat yourself a bit nicer. Yeah, and then use your seedling wipes, clean your wound, right? Even for natural birth, because after we give birth, we have lochia. How do you pronounce that? Lochia.
Yeah, lochia. Yeah.
Lochia, right?
Bleeding after.
Yeah, the bleeding, postpartum bleeding. Then also keep clean in the areas. So there are certain creases. Then I don't know, maybe like you don't want to shower. Depending on your belief system, because Chinese confinement will say that don't shower in the first week and things like that, right? So take the seedlings wipe and clean. Yeah, and you smell very good. You really smell very good.
You are worth it.
You smell very good. Yeah, and it's not as damaging to the skin. Yeah, so you just clean around the area, especially the folds and things like that. So use that. So when your lochia, clears up, that means clean already right? No longer bleeding.
No more bleeding. Yeah.
Singapore right now, rose ointment. Okay, rose
go and
ointment.
buy, guys.
Yeah, if you have pulse, because for me, oh my gosh, after the first pregnancy, I push, and also first pregnancy, first birth, I don't know how to push, anyhow push Want to get the baby out, just push. Okay, don't know how to push, also anyhow push. So I have pulse issues. So this one did help in terms of calming it. Yeah, in terms of calming it down after the area is clean, after your lochia stops and things like that, then you can use this to just apply at your your asshole area.
That area, yeah.
Yeah, that area, okay? Yeah. So this is really very good. If you find it very leceh to go and dig out the bump, then still can go back to tender touche. Oily and flows out easily. So these are, I find these two complementary products. Okay, the tender touche and rose ointment for your pulse or your bottom lah, basically your bottom there. Okay, sorry, those of you who are men and things like that, maybe it's too much for you guys, but
I think it's possibly the lady, but using the husband name or something, possibly.
Oh, okay, that's
possibly.
Good. Hopefully, but yeah, if you're here to listen to support your wife, then also understand this really part and parcel of the whole
journey lah.
Yeah, the whole journey of recovery
and well done
things like that.
Well done for supporting your wife, say, for being here.
Okay, I have another thing is if you are, who here is not planning to use any epidural or gas?
Liana, I pinpoint you. Anyone else?
But your first three, you also don't use epidural or gas, is it?
For me,
No.
Oh, Liana.
Liana. Do you use?
I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear that. She got no mic, is it?
I don't know. We can hear her.
I think she got no mic today. No, cannot. No sound.
Yeah.
My first I used epidural. Only the first, second, and third.
Oh, no need epidural anymore lah.
Same like me also. First one epidural, second, third.
Yeah. So for me, what really worked, right, is because my husband will be with me when I give birth. I first, second, third. I mean, this is my third pregnancy. Likely, I won't be using any epidural lah because I'm scared of needles. That's all. I just scared of needles, and I keep telling myself I can save $800.
You got this, Charlene.
Okay lah, whatever that keeps you going. So for me, I use I do, because I don't like my oils to be spicy. So I use I will blend. That's the only thing I will blend before I go into the labor ward, and which will be also in my hospital bag, right? Is the morphine bomb. Morphine bomb is you can take empty roller bottle. Those of you who have used Young Living empty roller bottle, I think it's much better than all those you buy from the DIY, whatever. This is very good. So you put like 10 drops of frankincense, 10 drops of Idaho Grand Fir, and 10 drops of Copaiba. For me, I also like to put 5 drops of Helichrysum for healing purposes. I mean, that one, the 5 drop Helichrysum is my own self, I own self put, but the basic formula was 10 drops of frankincense, 10 drops of Idaho Grand Fir, 10 drops
balsam fir, right?
Yeah, but now they changed to Grand Fir, the name.
Oh,
no more balsam.
I never realized, ma.
Oh. Yeah, so now it's Grand Fir.
For a while.
Yeah, Grand Fir, and then Copaiba, and then you top it up with V6. So for me, every time the contraction or the surges come, my husband will just roll. I tell him, hey, here, there, then he'll just keep rolling for me. Yeah, so this is actually very good. So one bottle may not be enough depending on how long your whole labor is, because everyone is different and every pregnancy is different. I usually prepare about 2 to 3 because after I give birth, I also can use this as well. Yeah, okay, for your contraction, or you call it surges, or you call it tightening, whatever you use that. But basically, wherever pain, you just roll.
For the contractions.
Yeah, for the contractions. Okay, so that one is good.
Do you use Vela as well? Because usually I use Vela on my clients. Do you use Vela?
My husband, no time. I can only give him one thing.
Man,
he very busy. He very busy because I even prepare. Now got VR diffuser, right? You can also bring VR diffuser into the labor ward. He has to set up diffuser. He has to pour the water. He has to.
I brought my dewdrop. In my labor bag is the dewdrop. I bring my whole dewdrop. Yeah, because to me VR now VR, maybe I'll try VR now. Yeah.
Try
so
VR.
What else is he doing for you?
So he very busy. Yeah, he very busy. So I make it easier for him. First one, I had more oil. Second one, I pack smarter. So I know that I really need support during the contractions. So I get him to roll on. Then after that, I know that so he will still set up the diffuser. Then the other thing is that for both birth, I always feel like puking. I don't know why. Throughout both times during the as we are dilating and contracting, I feel like puking. So he will prepare like emotional oils for me, like Peace and Calming. My hospital has this bowl for puking. So he'll pour the oil inside.
Which hospital are you going?
NUH.
Okay.
Yeah, they have this bowl that is for you to puke or what, I don't know. We just grabbed it and then I was just holding on to it he'll put the oil inside for me in case I puke. And then if I don't puke, I can smell
That's a good idea, man.
Yeah. So that's for me. I needed I needed these oils to help me. So you choose your oil before you go. For me is 2 times it was Harmony. Yeah, 2 times was Harmony. This time before I want to give her or when I'm due soon, I'll go and smell whether Harmony still resonate with me. But I've been using Peace and Calming a lot throughout this pregnancy. Likely I may change to Peace and Calming. So yeah, everything you just need to see what your body needs at that point in time. Okay. So that's that. Then another one I forgot to say, I think it's very important, is that I think if you are pregnant, your handbag, every time you step out of the house, you must have white Angelica. Okay, because it creates a protective aura area around you. And I think because for pregnancy, our aura a bit more weak. Yeah. So this is something my members taught me when I first got pregnant.
That's
so
a good reminder. Yeah, good reminder.
So because we go out there's a lot of negative energy. Even for me, at home, nowadays we spend more time at home also. And when I lose my temper at the kids, I take white Angelica and apply around my belly. And I say, okay, you need a bit more power and protection against your siblings. These are things that we tell ourselves So okay. And I think
I'm not pregnant also, I have white Angelica.
We all need white Angelica. Okay, so I think these are the common things that we have to talk about. I think nothing much already, right?
Anyone have any questions? You can unmute yourself and ask, okay?
Yeah, because I will want to end at 10:30 in about 5 minutes time.
Yeah, thank you so much for spending your time, 1.5 hours, man.
Thank you for staying on, man, because I keep rambling and really so many things. I really love this topic.
You are awesome.
I really love this topic because I think that, this 9-10 months of pregnancy, like 37 to 40 weeks of pregnancy, it is actually very, very precious. Yeah. It is something that I think is it is a journey that a woman can take at least once in a lifetime, and I think it's really very precious. It's something that you cannot unless you get pregnant a second time. It's something that this experience is gone already. Yeah. So I think it's a very beautiful journey.
Magical, I would say.
very magical. Also, who else? Between man and a woman, only a woman can have another heartbeat growing inside the body at the same time. So I think it's something that I really hope that every woman have the chance to go through if they choose to, and if they want to. I do hope of course, medically there are some people who can't, but my wish is that those who can will be able to go through it.
And that's why I must tell you, I love being pregnant, but the after birth, that one I don't like.
After birth, just outsource.
Good idea. Okay, there's a question here before you go. Any oils that can't be used during pregnancy?
That's a very good one. I wanted to cover that. I forgot.
Yes.
Okay.
Expert opinions.
Yes. Okay, so other than PPP that is still safe to use during pregnancy, right? All the oils for hormonal health you don't use. What are these oils? In general, is off my top of my head is fennel, okay, clary sage, Clary sage, some people use it when they are about to give birth, or is to hasten the dilation. It didn't work for me lah. Maybe I'll try this time and see whether it worked for me. It didn't work for me for the first two.
I use the labor blend, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, you can go and use the labor blend. It didn't help me. Yeah. So everyone's different, can try. But generally, to avoid all these hormonal oils, sclera essence, clary sage, fennel,
Dragon thyme?
Yeah, dragon thyme. Okay, fennel, right, is very interesting. Digest contains fennel, but it's okay because it's been blended. It's a different property. Of course, there are people who die hard wouldn't even use the ingredient that contains, like digest contains fennel. They wouldn't use it. That's fine as well. Go and use other oils for digestive health. We have so many things. Okay, like Tamigize. You can go and use Tamigize because it's designed for kids anyway. Another thing is that if you are so overwhelmed by all our oils, right, just use all the KidSense range oils. Seedlings, Calm, and KidSense range oils, they are good for babies, they are good for pregnancy because they have already been diluted. Yeah. So dragon thyme, I think these are the main ones. Even for geranium, I don't use it unless I blend it or I put only 1 or 2 drops into the diffuser. Because geranium has also been, it's sort of to support the hormonal health lah. Yeah, so I don't use that as well. Otherwise, diffusing, if it's 1 or 2 drops, it's fine. If it's like, let's say you diffuse clary sage 8-10 drops, then don't do it lah, because it's uncomfortable lah for the body.
Can I just say, actually, clary sage will actually contract your uterus, and we don't want that to happen until you want to expel the baby out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so some people talk about like, can I just diffuse? You can lah, but if it's 1 drop inside, like if you are playing with the oils to diffuse and then you like clary sage even before you're pregnant, you can just put 1 drop, but don't put like the kind of 8, 9, 10 drops lah.
Yeah, so we have other oils right, to diffuse. Might as well use other oils first lah.
Yeah, so just avoid this for now. PPP is something that I would suggest you guys use until week 14 lah. That is also a hormonal oil, but it's more to promote progesterone level into the body. So that is good for you to support your pregnancy. Okay.
Continuation for Herlene. Last one. How about hot oil? Can use but diluted. I think the general consensus, wintergreen not to be used, right? But again lah.
Up to you lah, because you know paracetamol. People also eat paracetamol during pregnancy, right?
Yeah.
So depends on where you apply it. For me, I told you I use all 9 oils until aroma cease at the bottom of my feet. Yeah, so and I think 1-2 drops is not an issue for me like at the bottom of it. I don't put it at my belly area. Yeah, so if you are wary of it, then just don't use it. Just omit lah. Yeah, just don't use. It's okay. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I use lah. So it really depends on person to person.
I mean, if you really want to use it, right, like wintergreen, find other oils lah, right? Kul Azul. What are you using it for, right?
Yeah, so look for alternative. Ask your team, hey, what alternative do I have? I'm not comfortable with this oil. Is there a replacement, or can I just omit it? Can just omit. Okay. So I have something.
Yes, good.
I have a
I'm
giveaway.
excited about this.
Okay, but only if you're residing in Singapore or you have a Singapore address for me. Okay. Yeah, I mean I don't care which part of the world you're from, but you must have a Singapore address for me. I want to ask you guys, just make a guess. I diffuse something in the background because before the start of the talk.
We cannot smell it lah.
So I want you guys to guess what oil I diffuse inside.
Give clue.
It's pregnancy friendly.
Who said that just now? Who was that? Peace and Calming.
Peace and Calming. No.
That's Liana. Liana said no. Okay.
Siti Liana, gentle baby. Yay! Wow, you're so smart.
Wow,
Congrats. Just nice. Okay, so I'm sending you this.
Wow.
I don't know whether you have it. But this is a
like,
very good book. Written by a doula.
It's extinct, you know. This is extinct.
Yeah, this book is extinct already, and I still have like a few. I think it's really very good. I still refer to it. Yeah, so they talk about like infection, things like that.
I have the book already.
Then you give to your team members.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Do another giveaway.
No lah, you give to
You give it to your
give
team
to your
lah.
team.
Yeah. You do a giveaway for your team.
Give to your team
Okay.
because you're the first one to
You answered it right.
correctly. Yeah. So I will send this over to you. Then you can give it to somebody else in your team as well. Then those of you who are in Liana's team, please go and tell her I want that book. Then she can give me your address. I will just post to one address. Okay, I'll get the address from her. Okay, so yeah, Gender Baby is awesome. Also because my member Pearly is online, I went to her house twice. She said, I will diffuse Gender Baby for you. I don't know what oil is safe. I will just diffuse Gender Baby for you.
Oh.
Yeah, so I thought that was quite nice. And then I started diffusing at home myself as well, Gender Baby. I think if right now, especially if you are your second or third trimester and things are a bit too overwhelmed for you, one of the oils you really can start to diffuse are either Seedlings Calm or Gentle Baby. I find that these two oils, it's also a lot about self-care. A lot of times we focus on the baby, right? But actually, if we diffuse this oil and we rest, lay flat and rest, it also gives us a lot of, it allows us to calm down and also allow us to take care of ourselves. Okay, Gentle Baby is an oil, right, that contains rose. So rose, you all know that it is of a very high frequency, right? So we want our energy, our frequency all to rise, especially in this time of feeling overwhelmed. Okay, so that's why I would suggest Seedlings Calm more to calm yourself down, but Gentle Baby, if you find that your energy a bit off, you're a bit sort ready, all over the place, go and diffuse Gentle Baby and just lie flat and be still, and then just relax. That means you don't even go and watch K-drama, okay? Just be still for that 5-10 minutes and then just be with your baby and just spend that 5-10 minutes alone so that your body can really rest and part of your self-care regime. I think we all don't take enough time to self-care. Yeah.
That's beautiful, Charlene. Amazing. Thank you for that reminder. I think all moms need that reminder, right? You need to stop and pause.
Just that 10 minutes lah, just that 10 minutes.
Thank you for that last minute tips. I hope everybody here has learned a lot from Charlene. That was an awesome sharing, right? Okay, yeah, let me this is 10:30 already, so thank you so much for spending your time with us, Charlene. Yeah, so if anybody have any question, you can actually find Charlene on her IG. What's your IG again? Can you remind us?
Yeah, I actually, where's my, you can contact me here. So this is my number, and then you can IG me at my Gifted Oilers. I try to share, actually I want to share my top 5 products for pregnancy, but I just too tired. But I just keep a lookout for it. Whatever I share today in the Zoom call, I will also share as a reminder lah on the Instagram.
Yeah, find her on Instagram, okay? Follow her, My Gifted Oilers, and then you can ask more questions there.
Yep.
Awesome.